So these are horrible stories. Anyway, you became overwhelmed and then you came up with an absolutely inspired idea. Tell us about your inspired idea. Instead of
Oh, you mean the
doing
hour?
the
Yes.
interviews with the unvaccinated.
Yes. Well, they see it was odd because the third time that we were out on the bus, our third trip out, I said to Anu, who was driving the bus with me, I said, why, when we get to these stops, are there all these families? I say, are you here to tell your story? And they say, oh, no, we're just here to support you. We don't have any vaccines. We're not vaccinated. And I said to him, why are they there? And he was like, I have no idea. And so, and then it was just like a light bulb moment of, hang on, they're there for a reason. We're supposed to be listening to them. What is it their life like? Because we're told, are we not, that the unvaccinated are dangerous, they spread disease, and they could potentially kill us all. So let's go and find out what's going on with them. And once we open the door to them, we really got to the crux of the situation, because we could tell as they came towards the bus whether they were a vaccine injured family or they were unvaccinated, because the unvaccinated were laughing, there was happiness, their eyes were light, and these children were so bright. It was incredible. And I think the
Right.
most interesting stories we did of all of them were the families when you've got the two parents, exactly the same, mummy and daddy. They have the first child and they vaccinate the first child, and the first child then has injuries, either autism or whatever injuries. So they decide to delay the vaccines on the second child and just give a delayed schedule, still injury there. So they then, by their third child, had enough. So they stop back. They don't do any vaccine. They don't do any vitamin K, nothing. And the difference between the children that are vaccinated and unvaccinated with the same parents, same environment, and same family is unbelievable. You suddenly
Right.
realize that's why they're not doing or allowing the vax studies to be published,
Well, that's
because it's
what one
game
of the
over.
researchers you in yeah, the one of the researchers you interviewed said if the unvaxxed are allowed to stay unvaccinated, the parents will ultimately figure it out.
Exactly. And that's when we started doing the vax stories on the bus going live. That's when our censorship stepped up. That's when we got kicked off Facebook going live. Um,
Really?
yes. And then that's when we knew that this is what they don't want the world to see. And so now I say to parents, instead of saying, do your research, Google and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. It's owned by Big Pharma anyway. If you want to do your research, go and speak to families that did vaccinate and then stopped. That research, and keep going until you're satisfied, because you will not believe the difference in the vax versus unvax. And it'll make your heart weep that you ever put a vaccine in yourself or your child. As a parent of a vaccine-injured child, and all three of my children are vaccinated because I continued to vaccinate. I so believed and trusted the medical profession. I, even after Billy was injured, continued to vaccinate my new baby because, who wants polio? And I just didn't
Right.
know. So I don't have a vaccine-free child, and each one of my children has either gut issues, or my daughter has rheumatoid arthritis, age 25. That's not okay, and that's a side effect of the MMR vaccine, by the way. But I just want to say that when we see these vaccine-free children, we're so happy for those families, because some of them have listened to the stories and they've listened and they're living this wonderful life. But it's also a massive kick in the gut that all three of my children, for example, could have been so much better, so much healthier, maybe focus more. We see that we don't have these problems that these vaccinated children have with focusing and understanding things. We don't have that in the vaccine free. They're so bright that it's a
Right.
realization of what's happened, what we've done to our children.